There we go. Big man things. 90k, bruv. 90k. Alright, we can call it a day right now, man. It's been a long 3 days, right? But like I said, patience pays off. All you gotta do is you just hold the trade all the way to your TP. Alright, so I just entered for a sell right here. This one is gonna be more of like an intraday to swing trade, right? I was like, should I get the best entry or should I just try to capitalize on this huge bearish momentum that we have just created right here? And I decided to go for the latter option, right? Because if I sit here and I let my perfection get in the way of progress, I try to find like the best entry possible when I already missed it. It's like so stupid, right? So I was like, you know what? After entry, just gonna go straight for the trade ideal, right? Just gonna short here, try to trade in alignment with the internal bearish order flow right here, and then try to short it all the way down here. Because the thing is, if you stop obsessing over entry, what happens is that you're gonna go down to the lower time frame and you're gonna convince yourself that this is price being cheap right now, right? Price actually went down by like 50% or whatever percentage this is, and right now price is cheap and it's gonna go up. So you start entering for a longs here, because if you enter for a long here, trading counter trend, you can place your stop loss below this low and you can place your take profit like this, right? So as a result, you have this asymmetric risk to reward decision. But what you fail to realize is that your entry is good, but your exit is bad because your trade idea was wrong, because you're trading opposite of what the trend is doing, right? You are trying to impose your bias onto the market. Because if I really look at the objective truth of the market right now, and I just show this chart to like any 5-year-old, they would tell me that the market is going down. So if the market is going down, I should be shorting. I shouldn't be trying to buy the lows or predict the lows. I should be trading in alignment with the bearish order flow. That's what I'm doing right here, right? I was like, after entry, straight away just focus on actually managing my risk and executing my trade plan. So enter around here, place my take profit at the next demand zone, which we're going to get a reaction from, right? Which is this demand zone right here, which led to a break of structural. And this is also a protected higher low, right? So in theory, what can happen is that price is just making a pullback right here, comes down, creating like a lower high here, potentially going down even lower and coming down here to mitigate this protected higher low, mitigating this demand that we have right here before it gets sufficient fuel, sufficient demand to push price up again, right? So this is where when price get down here, I will switch my bias to go from short to longs, right? Because right now, if I'm shorting here, I'm just playing the pullback. I'm just playing like the short-term pullback right here. So yeah, that's pretty much my philosophy on why I actually entered for like a sell right here. Listen, amateurs obsess over entries while professionals obsess over exits. Amateurs think that if they just spend 90% of their time and energy obsessing over their entry, find that perfect setup, they will magically become profitable. That's not how it works. That's not how the game works. Professionals, on the other hand, knows that the money is made on the exit. It's not about getting in at the exact right candle. It's about what you do after you're inside the position, how you manage risk, where you cut your losses, whether you let your winners run high or not. So back in the 1980s, there was a group of traders called the Turtle Traders. And one of the things that they did to prove this was to throw a dart at the Wall Street Journal pages to pick a random stock. And the fun fact is that the random stock that they picked performed better than the stocks that professionals picked on Wall Street, because they managed their risk well on the positions that they actually invested into. Once again, random stocks, professional money management, profitable strategy. Now this really proved that the entry didn't matter as much as the rules they followed afterwards. Their system, their risk management, their exits, that's what made them money. It's not the perfect stop picking strategy. It's not the perfect entry strategy. So this is why I always say, do not let your perfection on the entry get in the way of progress. Sometimes even like a random ass entry can make you profitable if your exits and your risk management rules are solid. But even the perfect entry will lose you money if you cannot manage the exit. So stop obsessing over getting in at the right time, at the right price point. Yes, optimize those stuff, maximize your returns, but don't obsess it to the point where you can't enter unless you got all the stars in the universe lines up for you to enter for the trade. Once you see the setup that matches your criteria, enter and just manage risk, and then just focus on the exit. Focus on cutting your losses early and letting your winners run high. Alright man, as we let this trade play out, which is gonna take like a few days, a few hours, or even like a few weeks. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, probably like at least like a few days. Maybe by Friday. I'm just gonna go and take a nap right now, man. I'm just gonna go take a nap because like I've been recording content like since the morning, bruh. I created like this deep, in-depth trading psychology course, which is gonna be released to the 1% Club students, which is also gonna be out for you guys watching this. If you guys subscribe to the main channel, you guys will see it as well. But yeah, super duper long, in-depth training on psychology where I pretty much operationalize and redefine every single emotion and just give you guys the solution to like solve every single one of this emotion. Anyways, gonna go and take a nap, and then when I wake up, we'll get back onto the charts. Ciao, ciao. What a good nap. I feel so refreshed right now, man. Long day, guys, long day. All right, so yeah, it's good to see that we are in profit. Let's not jinx it. Anyways, let's talk. Let's talk about the last trade, right? This trade right here where we made 45k. This was not me risking 1%, bro. Like this was not 1%, bro. This was a 45k trade with like a 1:1 R, right? So this was not me risking 1%. This was me full porting the account with max leverage, max drawdown. Nah, just kidding. Nah, this was like a big percentage of my account. But yeah, bro, like this is not 1%, bro. We need to get an outsized return, bro. We need to get a big boy trade, man. Oh my god. Price is moving a little bit slow today, right? But it's like, it's kind of like justified, right? Because we did have like this huge push right here. Nah, I think this is gonna continue, right? I'm very confident that when the New York session opens, it's just gonna like have an absolute meltdown. That is not gonna have any significant pullback until price reach around here. Because like this is the area where there is actually demand and buy orders like sitting at, right? It's like from here to here, there isn't much buy orders technically. Maybe there's some over here, right? But this one is probably like a weak low where price is just gonna blast right through. Until then, let's just hold the trade, right? Let our winners run high. Not even a winner yet, but let's just let our trade run to our TP, and then we should be Gucci. By the way, let me know what you guys think of like the new camera placement. Like putting my face cam on the top right hand corner. The reason why I did it is because like previously like my face cam was like blocking the charts. And now you get to admire the beautiful charts and also my handsome face at the same time, right? So like let me know down in the comments, like do you guys prefer this camera placement? Because like you need to see both. You can't just admire the beautiful charts without admiring this and this, right? It's like there's so much complexity, there's so much scenery in this live trading video, bro. It's like 4K camera, 4K view, 4K entry and exit. That's what I'm talking about, man. Okay, you know what? I am just stoked that I did not actually hesitate on this trade, right? Because like the old me, what I'll do is that I'll just like look at this and I was like, nah, price has already made its move, you know, price already down here, it's not worth it. I need to get in right here, and if I didn't get in right here, I already missed on my opportunity. It's like that is the wrong mindset to have, right? Because it's like what happens is that if you're always being a perfectionist when it comes to your entry, you're always waiting for all the stars to line up, then you will always be under trading, right? Like you will be taking like 1 to 2 trades like a month, right? And like I'm just trying to trade like every single day and just trying to milk the markets, right, for what it is, right? So man, this kind of trade, it really teaches you about patience, right? Because like when you're holding a trade for like a few hours up to like a few weeks, like there is no other trading video or book that can teach you more about patience than this, than the act of just holding the trade there. But anyways, right now, since this is more of like an intraday and swing trade, I'm just not gonna like touch it too much. Not even gonna like micromanage it whatsoever. I believe price can go there within the next few hours, right? Hopefully by Saturday, we should hit TP, right? That is like me being conservative by Saturday. Also, if you guys are watching this, I want you guys to comment down below, what should I talk about when I'm in a live trade position just like this and just waiting for price to hit TP? Because normally what I'll do is that I'll just pull up like my tweets, right? Pull up my trading philosophy quotes and I just like raw dog each one of them, right? But yeah, it's just like me trying to provide as much value as possible outside of my main trading channel. And to me, this second channel is more of like a note to self. Like every single video in here, teaching you guys about discipline, controlling your emotions, all these fancy quotes is simply a note to myself. It's just like a reminder for myself to just keep being disciplined, keep being focused, keep executing my trade plan, right? So yeah, let me know down in the comments, like, what do you want me to talk about when I just let my trade hit TP or hit stop loss? Because like, I'm not an entertainer, right? I'm an educational, right? So I just like to provide value and just give, right? So yeah, man, just let me know down in the comments. I'm going to be checking the comments on this video itself. Obviously, it has to be like realistic, you know, it has to be like PG-13. Don't ask me to do shit like stripping or like do like a TikTok dance, right? Like, it has to be something that is in alignment with who I am, right? So I can be authentic as much as possible. So I've been writing a lot of tweets lately because I've just been thinking a lot, you know, like just being introspective and just been reflecting a lot about like, what are the stuff that actually made me profitable? What are the stuff that actually got me results? Because it's not just about adding more stuff to your trading, right? Most important is about removing all the irrelevant shit. It's about removing the shit that doesn't work. So listen, here's a very good tweet. Random distribution between wins and losses doesn't mean random results. Your discipline or lack of it carves the equity curve. Discipline turns randomness into a pattern. Basically, what I'm trying to convey in this tweet is that in trading, there is like a random distribution between wins and losses, right? Which means you're going to win some trades, you're going to lose some trades, but you will never ever know the sequence in which you win or lose. It's completely randomized. It's just like a coin flip. But the thing is, you can control your discipline. You can control the way you execute your trade plan. You can control whether you actually manage risk or not. You can control whether you cut your losses early or not. You can control whether you let your winners run high or not. So your discipline to do this stuff, or lack of it, is the thing that actually get you the results in this uncertain, randomized, probabilistic nature of the market. It's like those stuff, it's like within your control. And those stuff is fixed. It's not variable whatsoever, right? It's like, yes, trading completely random, results completely random, no control whatsoever. But the actions that I take every single day, I have control on that. And if I can just control the actions, I can control the variables, which means I can kind of control the outcome or influence the outcome or increase the probability of me being profitable in the long run. It's like, just think about it. You can be disciplined or you can don't be disciplined. If you can be disciplined, there is no guarantee that you will get paid for it. There is no guarantee that you will get profits. But if you don't be disciplined, there is 100% guarantee that you're going to fail in the markets. So you might as well be disciplined. Even though you have no certainty that you're going to get paid. But as long as you be disciplined, eventually the market will pay you. And it also increases the likelihood of you becoming consistently profitable trader because you're becoming a skilled trader. Right? It's like, there is literally no downside to being disciplined. It's like you have to do it anyways. So why not just do it, not just for your life, but for your results, right? For your P&L. And when I finally understood that, it was like me getting enlightened. I was like, holy shit, I'm right. Results are random, right? Outcomes are random, but actions are not random. The process is not random. Every single trader who have achieved monumental success, they all done the exact same habits and the same actions for an extended period of time. And it's usually like the boring, monotonous tasks that nobody likes to do. Like reviewing the trades, journaling, following their trade plan, meditating, right? All of this boring shit, nobody likes to do them. And nobody likes to do them for a very long period of time. But if you can just do them, which means you are acting like a professional trader, doing the same habits like them, acting like them, behaving like them, thinking like them, eventually you're going to get their results. I don't know whether you guys can tell, but I'm a very like contrarian type of person, which means that I don't like to follow the status quo. I want to disrupt the status quo as much as possible. I want to challenge the conventional belief of the trading industry as much as possible. That is why I say don't focus on entries, focus on exits. That is why I also say, yes, stick to one trading style at the starts. But once you eventually get experience, use whatever the fuck editing style that you want. right? It's like I have this controversial belief because based on my experience, I realized that all of this conventional advice, it doesn't really work. And ultimately, it's like trading is just about finding what works. And what works requires you to look at the market from like a contrarian standpoint. If everybody's entering for longs, you probably shouldn't enter for longs. You probably should enter for short. If everybody is buying Bitcoin, your taxi driver is talking about Bitcoin, your mom is talking about Bitcoin, you probably shouldn't be buying Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is about to collapse, right? And because smart money has probably exited all their positions. So now you're left holding the dick on your hands. Okay, here's another tip that I really, really like. Your P&L is just a reflection of your emotional state made visible by numbers. Your profit and loss is simply a reflection of you. So if you can improve as an individual, you can become more equanimous. You can detach from the outcome. You can get better and more proficient at analyzing the charts. Automatically, more money. Equate to more profits. But if you are feeling angry, you're feeling frustrated, it is no surprise if your P&L is red. It's no surprise that your P&L is negative. It's simply a reflection of your emotional state, which is what you're feeling at the moment. If you're feeling angry, P&L red. If you're feeling upset, P&L red. If you're feeling jealous, P&L red. It's like, but if you can feel calm, detached, your P&L is gonna be green. Like majority of the times, when I look back at my entire trading career, I realized that my most profitable days are those days where I'm calm as hell and there is no emotional shit that is like bugging me down, right? There is no problems that is with my family or life or relationship problems that is causing me to get emotional and vent my frustration on the charts. And I also did not really get emotional when I analyze the charts. I just find my trade opportunity and just execute, right? There is no emotion or guesswork whatsoever. Those are the days that tends to be the most profitable, when there is no emotions involved in the decision making whatsoever. So if you can just not completely eliminate emotion, but just like be mindful of your emotion and realize that if you are not at the right mental state, the right emotional state, then you shouldn't be trading. Then you should only come back to the charts when you are able to be calm, focused, and locked in, right? Because when you do that, automatically you lose less money. Trust me. Every single time you feel emotional and you start to vent your frustration or your emotions onto the market, you lose money. Every single time you can just stay calm and just execute without hesitation, without any emotion, without guesswork, make money. It's not rocket science, it's just data. Once again, I was the guinea pig in this experiment. Like when I go and look back at all the trades I've taken for the past 7 years, the best trades are always taken on the days where I'm not emotional. On the days where I'm extremely logical, rational, objective, and logical. Man, this trade is not going in my way, bruv. Man, this trade is just slowly trickling down in it. But yeah, it's slowly making its way down, slowly but surely. Watching our favorite guru talk about the next meme coin is not getting better at trading. Telling your friend about your new hobby is not getting better at trading. Shopping for the perfect monitor is not getting better at trading. The only way to get better at trading is to start trading live. Not even demo, not even backtesting, not even forward testing, but start trading live. Because when you start trading live, you have skin in the game and your hard-earned money is on the line, you're going to start feeling emotions. And the market is really going to be able to test the robustness of your strategy in live market conditions. Now, 2 things are put on a test. Number 1, how you handle emotions. Number 2, how you handle your strategy in real time. You're going to learn so much from stress testing these 2 things when you are trading on a live account. Because now your back is against the wall every single day. And it's like, you'll start to realize there's so many things that you didn't realize before you start trading demo account. And the reason why it's so difficult to trade live is because the market exposes your greatest weaknesses. It literally shows you what you're not good at. It literally shows you that maybe you are a greedy mofo. Maybe you are not as good as you think you are, right? But that's honest, brutal reflection is what you need to grow as a trader. So unless you have taken 100 trades in live market conditions, you don't deserve to call yourself a trader, right? you don't deserve to get good at trading. You are not good enough because you haven't done enough, right? So no shit. You don't feel confident in your strategy. No shit, you're not good at trading. It's like, unless you've taken 100 trades in live market conditions, nothing else matters. So forget about optimizing every single condition so that you can start getting better at trading. Instead, start actually trading live, right? Start maximizing the amount of data that you can actually get in live market conditions. Those will actually allow you to get better and improve. Not by shopping for the bloody perfect monitor or changing your candlestick colors or like looking at Twitter, searching for the next meme coin that will 10x. Now listen, you don't get what you want, you get what you deserve. If you haven't put in the work, you don't deserve the profits. And I like to have this saying, right? Amateur traders suffer from princess syndrome. Oh, I follow my plan for 7 days. I meditated for 10 minutes today. I've been trading for 6 months. Why am I not rich yet? I've been manifesting. Well, my friend, the market doesn't hand out participation trophies. It only pays you when you've earned it. The market decides when you deserve to get paid. It's like, it's not about trying your best. It's about doing what's required. It's about just trying your best every single day until the market pay you. So it's like you don't deserve shit, right? Like, who cares? Nobody cares that you're spending 16 hours per day on the charts. It doesn't matter until the market rewards you. Because recently I had this rude awakening moment. Like, for the past few days, there's this voice that's just been bugging me, right? And the voice say, if you are as good as you think you are, why are you not making $1 million a month yet? If you're as good as you think you are, why are you not making $1 million a month yet? So it really allowed me to reflect. I'm like, okay, cool. I've been making 6 figures a month consistently, right? But am I getting complacent? Am I getting comfortable? Am I staying within my comfort zone? Am I rationalizing me trying to play it safe as capital preservation? That is why I'm not pushing outside of my comfort zone. That is why I'm not letting my winners run high. That is when I realized that nothing changes if nothing changes. If I keep doing the same thing over and over again, right, I will not be able to grow as an individual, as a trader. So if I want to make $1 million a month, if I want to become the person who is deserving of the $1 million a month, I need to completely shift my identity. I need to become Brett Go 2.0. I need to become Brett Trades 2.0. I need to start learning how to let my winners run high. I need to start learning how to manage my risk properly. I need to learn how to handle like a larger risk per trade, or rather like a larger monetary risk per trade, right? I need to start slowly to size up as my account gets bigger, rather than just consistently risking like 10K, 15K. I need to actively start to size up, and that takes a lot of courage. So yeah, that's the quality that I'm trying to develop right now. It's not intelligence, but it's courage. The courage to let my winners run high, the courage to execute my plan without hesitation, the courage to size up when the edge is present. And guess what? The courage only comes when you push yourself beyond your limits, when you actively step outside of your comfort zone and you do hard things. That is why recently I've been trying to train my physical body and my mind to do hard things. For my physical body, it's like I try to take cold shower every single day, and I try to do intense upper and lower body training. And then for my mind, it's like I'm trying to extend the amount of time that I meditate, right? Because I'm so used to meditating for 5 minutes a day. So recently I've been trying 10 minutes and 15 minutes, right? Just simple things like this to push my mind and body to beyond my limits, so that when I show up to the charts, I can actually have the courage to actually size up when the opportunity asks me to do so. And like I said, having the courage, the balls deep conviction to just let my winners run high. Because the thing you must understand about trading is that your trading results follow like a bell curve. Majority of the outcomes cluster in the middle. But sooner or later, you will experience either a big loss or a big win, right? Because like I said, it's a bell curve. If you keep your risk consistent, then it's very difficult for you to experience the big loss. But if you don't bother to let your winners run high, it's very difficult for you to experience the big win. Right? So in order for me to get the outsized returns, right, to get a big win, I need to learn how to let my winners run high more often, right? Because if I keep on taking profit at 3R or 2R, there'll be one trade that go to 10R, But because I take profits early at 3R, because of my mechanical plan, I ended up leaving a lot of money on the table, right? Like I did not let the trade realize its fullest potential. So I guess that's the next part of my plan that I want to improve on, right? Is to just have the courage, develop the courage to just let my winners run high. The reason why my take profit is always like 2R, 3R, or 4 or 5R is because like, based on my data, I found out that it's always at that point, right? But it's like, it's good, it's comfortable, but if I don't like let my winners run high here and there, I don't get like the 1:10R, the 1:15R, 1:20R trades that my students often catch. And I want to be able to catch one of those trades at least once in a month, right? So yeah, moving forward, just gonna let my winners run high. And maybe we'll start with this trade, right? If price take out this low here, potentially, maybe we can try to target this low. Because if price take out this low here, that means we got a market shift, which means the trend has shifted bearish, and we're gonna be taking out this low next, right? But yeah, let's just try to target this low first. One step at a time, guys. Price is like not even close to my TP yet. And you're trying to target the moon. Yo, good morning, lads. So just a quick update on the trade. Right now, we're up about, I don't even know how much we're up, right? Because I didn't check at MetaTrader 4 in the morning like you, right? I don't check MetaTrader 4, I don't check my P&L in the morning. It ruins my mood if like it's actually not going well. But anyways, I'm gonna show you like how the trade is going on the iPad, and then later on we'll go back to the charts on my computer. But before you do so, just take a look at that beautiful sunset, man. I mean sunrise. Look at this. It's like, there we go. It's like perfect. It's like a perfect circle right now. It's like, I'm so grateful to be waking up to this view like every single morning, bro. It's like, not even the sunset, bro. Not even the sunrise, bro. It's like, look at this. Beautiful sea views, man. Anyways, yeah, let me just walk you guys through like what happened on the trade. I have my iPad out right now. Alright, so there we have it. This is on GU. Boom. Let's see, have we hit stop loss or nah? Nah, we're still in the green, baby. We're still in the green. Alright, so yeah, pretty much just going to wait for price to hit a TP right there. Right, not gonna do anything, not gonna touch this trade whatsoever. We're like halfway there though, halfway there. Yep, halfway there. Day 2 of holding the trade, holding, HODL. Right, so right now we are halfway through TP. No biggie, right? No surprises here because I did expect price to just have like a massive move collapse to the downside. And it did, right? New York session, it continued what we have established in the London session. And then I believe today, yeah, I think today and tomorrow, price is most likely going to come down and hit the TP soon, right? There's a very high chance that price will even blast right through my TP, to be honest, right? Probably coming down into this area right here. No surprises right here, it's just consolidating right here, doing the thing it's doing right now. It's just moving, trying to get more fuel. It's trying to find its feet right now on the ground, right? It's trying to see some liquidity because right now there doesn't seem to be like much liquidity right here. So perhaps that's what it's trying to do right now. Just by looking at the current price action, this is just like a pullback to these previous areas of supply that we have up here. And now it's just mitigating that supply after it swept some liquidity above this highs here. Right now it's crashing to the downside, right? Good morning, lads. Day 3, right? Look, the sun is not even up and I'm already up. And you're wondering why am I successful? Of course, no shit, bruv. Right, so you can see right now on GU, we have just hit TP, right? Once the 3R, as simple as that, and then price just blasts right through our TP. Man, this is one of those cases where I should have like just hold the trade and just let my winners run, man. I could have like doubled my profits, bro. This is actually insane. Right, but yeah, that's what I'm doing on GJ right now. Just gonna let the trade run because like what I mentioned, for every 5 trades that you take, you should have one that just let it run, right? Like just let the market surprise you. Okay, so this is the one that was like mechanical, rule-based, so I would take it, right? Let me see how much I'm up right now. You'll be surprised. There we go, big man things, 90k, bruv. 90k. Alright, we can call it a day right now, man. It's been a long 3 days, right? But like I said, patience pays off. All you gotta do is you just hold the trade all the way to your TP. Eventually the market will reward you, right? Like I said, don't micromanage. If I were to like sit over here and I start panicking when price start pulling back against me, guess what? I would have gotten out of like good position just for the trade to go in my way, right? So patient pace, ladies and gents. Every single day when I wake up, I tell myself, as a professional trader, my goal is to make a shit ton of money. But my job is to take the best trades and let the results take care of themselves over time. That's like my inner dialogue every single day when I shop to the markets. And of course I win, right? Because I go in with that mindset, how can I lose? When my goal is just to make the best trade. It's like as long as I follow my plan, I have automatically won, regardless of the trade outcome, regardless whether I lose or win this trade. Because of the fact that I got in for the best trades, I won, right? Like I said, the money is not made on the entries, guys. The money is made on the exit. Like for example, on this trade, didn't got the best entry, still made 90K. But if I did got a good entry, probably could have made more. But if I did hold the trade all the way down, right? If I maximize my profits on this exit, I would have made like the same amount of money as I would make if I got a good entry. Look at this. Like it's literally like similar, right? So like I said, professionals obsess over exits. So start by thinking how you can really maximize your profits when you win. Because in the market, it's not about how frequent you win. It's about how much money you make when you win and how much it costs you when you lose. And that's the only thing that you can control.